Young and the Restless fans, hopefully you're having a wonderful weekend, and for some of you, a long weekend as we have a holiday this week. You know what else is going on this week? A new week of spoilers. You want to hear them? I'm going to tell you. I'm going to give you a few highlights, and then we'll unpack all of these secrets that's revealed, alliances tested, and some major decisions that are made that's going to shape the future of Genoa City. First, we see Summer actually calling a truce with Sally. We also see Ashley deciding to go to Paris with Alan and also running into Tucker. And then Diane gives Jack an ultimatum regarding Nikki. So without any further ado, let's unpack these spoilers for the Young and the Restless for the week of May 27th through May 31st. We first start off with Magnificent Monday, also Memorial Day Monday, May 27th, as Victor Newman steps up and makes a pivotal decision regarding Jordan's future, setting stage for some dramatic consequences. Yes, they can't keep that girl in that cell, and Michael makes sure Victor knows about it. At the same time, what happens next? Yep, she gets chloroformed like she chloroformed everybody else, and they actually going to take her to that same riverbank that Victor lied about and call the police. So it looked like she's being moved out of one cell and also into a maximum security cell in prison. Also on Monday, we got Chelsea, tired of waiting for a resolution, taking matters into her own hands as her and Adam about to go out east. However, she's maybe need to take a leave of absence, which is part of the conversation she has with Nick. And you know what? She works over at Marquetti. She's going to need somebody to fill that space, which we'll talk about in upcoming spoilers. But it looked like Chelsea needs to go see about her son. Rounding up our Monday episode, Ashley Abbott alters begin to interfere with her treatment, creating a very complex and heart-wrenching decision and situation that she's struggling with. And the interesting thing is, she has a blackout, and the alters are telling her what's exactly happening. Yeah, Ashley needs help. She runs over to see Dr. Alan Laurent, and he suggests that they go off to Paris so he can treat her, and she agrees. However, she's not the only one that's headed to Paris. None other than Tucker is as well, because Audra has been undermining the companies that Glissade has been acquiring. So yeah, he got to stop her. And yeah, he's headed to Paris, but guess who he's going to run into? Ashley. We now move into Terrific Taco Tuesday, May 28th, as Diane finds herself deeply concerned about Jack's sobriety, fearing that he may be on the verge of a relapse. There's a lot going on in the Abbott's mansion with regards to Ashley. Everybody's still recovering with what happened with Harrison. And of course, we had Jack almost unaliving himself to save Nikki. Well, remember, Nikki is back, and Diane is not going to be happy about the fact that she could also present some additional issues with this situation. So yeah, she's concerned. The question is Jack about to fall off the wagon again? We also have Chelsea again facing another challenging moment. She makes a tough decision that could change her path. And what is that tough decision? More than likely, again, like I said in the Monday episode, that she's going to have to step away for a while. But who's going to cover her over at Marquetti? Yeah, it's going to be interesting, but like I said before, she got to take care of her son. And rounding up our Tuesday episode, Summer is displaying some empathy as she decides to give Claire the benefit of the doubt, highlighting her capacity for understanding. Now, we remember from last week, Happy Harrison, yeah, he was excited about the fact that Summer is now giving Claire a little bit of room, and Summer did say they need to have some conversations. So yeah, it looked like the middle of this week or on Tuesday, we'll see that actually come into fruition. So we'll see how this all work out. We now move into Wonderful Hump Day Wednesday, May 29th, as Victor continues to manipulate the narrative surrounding Jordan. Yeah, remember the story he told everybody that Jordan was unalive by jumping off that bridge and nobody could survive? Well, because they're trying to clean up this mess and Michael trying to keep him out of trouble, the only way they can do this is manipulate the situation. And now he has to tell the family what actually, or in his terms, what happened, and that actually Jordan is alive and that she's headed to prison. We'll see if that story actually stick or if everybody got questions. Also on Wednesday, Jill brings startling and potentially devastating news to Billy, leaving him reeling and uncertain about the future. And if you saw the Friday preview for this upcoming week, Jill had some information. Billy don't know what to do, but Jill says, look, keep this between the two of us. Don't tell Lily. So, I mean, could it be something business? Or could it be something personal? Is Jill okay? It could be a situation that, she had to step away for other reasons outside of business. So we got to see what this is all about. Rounding up our Wednesday episode, we actually see Sally positioning herself to gain power, proving once again that she's a force to be reckoned with in the fashion world. So more than likely, Adam, because you'll see a conversation happen on Monday's episode when it comes to not only Sally, but also Chelsea, because Chelsea needs to step away and he probably going to have Sally in mind to cover her. So yeah, if that's the case, she is definitely going to be able to put herself in a position to be able to work over at Marchetti. The question is, will Summer accept her? We'll stay tuned. I got more spoilers. We now head over into Friday Eve, Terrific Thursday, May 30th, as Diane puts Jack in a difficult position by issuing an ultimatum about Nikki Newman. Now, we had an ultimatum on The Bold and the Beautiful when Steffi gave Finn an ultimatum about his mother. However, now we see Diane giving Jack an ultimatum regarding the situation with his ex, because remember, he almost unalived himself for her. So yeah, I can understand that Diane putting her foot down and say, look, it's either her or me, or I'm out. She was already ready to give them to a break and kind of step away from the relationship. So we'll see what Jack's reaction is going to be. So on Thursday, we see Ashley and Tracy arrive in Paris, setting a new scene for information that they're trying to figure out what happened with this blackout situation. Was there a trauma that was left in Paris that she don't remember? However, Tucker McCall also experiences an unforeseen encounter with Tracy, which of course is going to shake up his plans, and this also add a very intriguing twist to this whole storyline. So yeah, it's going to be interesting to find out what they find in Paris with her trauma and what happened when these two go on a collision course and run right into each other. And finally, Cliffhanger Friday, TGIF, May 31st, Victor holds Michael accountable for his recent actions regarding Jordan, demanding answers and accountability. Victor, you need to take accountability. I understand you tried to, give her a taste of her own medicine, but you were very sadistic about it, and you could have implicated yourself. And now Cole and Michael, knowing the situation, they didn't want to implicate themselves, so he helped you clean up a mess. Plus, you've been lying to your family, but you want to hold him accountable and call him a person of betrayal? Yeah, make that make sense. But Victor is going to do what Victor's going to do. Meanwhile, also on Friday, Jack and Nikki reach an understanding, which means they had to end up meeting somewhere, coming face to face. We know Victor don't want Nikki anywhere near Jack Abbott. We also know Diane put down an ultimatum in a previous episode. So how did they end up meeting? It's going to be interesting. The question is, are they going to be caught even if they're trying to close the door and kind of keep their distance? So we got to stay tuned. And finally, rounding up our Friday cliffhanger episode, Summer decides to call a truce with Sally. Yes, a truce, because we know these two have been at odds for several reasons. Originally, when she first came to town, working alongside Tara Locke, which ended up Summer getting her dream job, even though they tried to set her up, and it had a kind of a B&B crossover because Eric Forrester was also involved. And then remember, Sally was also with her dad, which, didn't sit too well. She wasn't very vocal about it. But yeah, it was definitely some tension there. Well, especially if Chelsea is taking a leave of absence, she's going to need a fashion guru to take over that position. And of course, that's none other than Sally Spectra. It's in her blood by her great aunt over on Bold and the Beautiful, and now she's trying to carry forward. And it's actually nice to see her back on something with stability, because Sally has been struggling with trying to find a business to run or to start, and now she's back in fashion, looking like she's going to be over at Marchetti. So we got to stay tuned for this and everything else coming up on The Young and the Restless for the week of May 27th through May 31st. Okay, so there you have it. Let's get the conversation started down in the comment section. This upcoming week promises a whirlwind of emotions, revelations, and keeping all of us on the edge of our seats as Genoa City residents trying to navigate love, power, and betrayal. What do you think about the situation with the truce between Summer and Sally? How's this going to work out? And remember, she's trying to take maybe a few weeks off, meaning Chelsea. What happens when she comes back? Can she get her job back, or will this start a whole new set of issues? Then we also have Ashley deciding to go to Paris with Alan. Will she uncover the truth behind her trauma? And what happens when she runs into Tucker because he's there on business to stop Audra undermining Glissade? And then Diane's ultimatum to Jack. She's not only questioning his sobriety and whether he'll fall off the wagon again, but then she wants him to stay away from Nikki more than likely. So does Victor, wanting Nikki to stay away from Jack. But as we said toward the end of the week, it looked like they're going to have a conversation. So we'll see how that work out. Also, make sure that you check out the Bold and the Beautiful spoilers for this upcoming week, as well as Luna gets the information she's been waiting for. Katie, yes, she's back, digs into Poppy and Bill's past and current relationship. And Steffi and Hope officially declare war. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Turn on your notifications so you're notified every time a video is posted. And until the next one, we'll see you all soon. Bye, guys.